Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. I am finally back, and I thought it would be a great way to start off with finally showing you guys my super secret fish that I've been keeping in quarantine for a while. So let's get started and unveil my fish. Now, I ended up getting them at the local Greater Chicago Cichlid Association auction. I was originally interested in trying to get the red Longfinned Plecos, but those sold out very quickly, so I settled for the next best thing, which these guys were labeled as Longfinned Pineapple Bristlenose Plecos, and I'm not really sure for 100% if pineapple is the correct way to describe them. Now, I do know for sure that they are indeed the Longfinned Bristlenose Plecos, even though they don't really have any bristles showing on their noses. Usually the males will exhibit that once they mature. Sometimes females will have small bristles on their nose as well, but all of these guys are very young juveniles that still need to grow out. Now, these fish are in a specimen container for the purpose of filming this video, so don't worry that they're in such a tiny little container. I just put them in here so you could see them a little better and kind of appreciate all the little details. As I am editing this video, I did get a much closer look at these guys, and I'm starting to really think that these guys might be albino because their eyes do look reddish. Usually the lemon plecos have blue eyes, and these guys look like they might have a red eyes, so that's what I'm starting to kind of believe more and more the more I stare at them. But it's really hard to tell. What do you think? Do their eyes look red, or do they look more bluish? The nice thing about Bristlenose Plecos is that they don't get very big. They don't usually exceed more than 6 inches, which is really awesome because some Pleco species get humongous. I've seen some monstrous Plecos, so that is very good to know. Now, this group is only 6 Plecos, and the reason that I've got that many is because I am interested in potentially trying to breed them in the future. I have talked to some fish keepers that have experience breeding and selling Plecos, and they've told me that Plecos do tend to ship fairly well, so that gives me hope that maybe if all goes well over here, then maybe I'll be able to in the future sell some Plecos to you guys. So that's kind of the rough plan. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but it's definitely something I would like to try. But before any of that happens, these guys do need to grow out and mature, so they will be going in my 20-gallon tall tank for now until they outgrow it and until I'll be able to tell their genders, and then I'll split them between 2 tanks just to prevent any overcrowding. So I think it's time to release these guys into their new tank, the 20-gallon tall, where they will have some neighbors, which will be endlers. I will not be keeping these guys with bettas because their long fins might provoke the bettas to go after them. So these guys will definitely be in a betta-free tank. So these are going to be their little neighbors. They're called endlers, and they are a type of live bear. They're pretty much very similar to guppies. Some people still believe that they should be classified as a form of guppy because they can interbreed and kind of mix with each other, but I have a group of mostly males and 2 babies, which will be their buddies. So here is one last look at all of the Plecos in the breeding container. I kind of have the container hanging on the side of the tank under different lighting, so we can kind of see them under different light before I put them in. They definitely look albino to me. I'm starting to really believe. I think they might be albino. Yep, look at those little red eyes. I totally got a different type of Pleco than I thought I did, but that's okay because I think they're still adorable. And now it is the magical moment where I will release them into the 20-gallon tall tank, which is really long-term not big enough for them, but for now we'll be okay. In the future, we'll have to figure something out, but kind of slowly starting to put them in now. Usually, I would not be pouring water from any sort of bag or container or other tank, but they were in a quarantine tank and they were healthy, so I don't necessarily worry about mixing this water. So there they are, exploring their new tank for the first time. There's me moving the camera. There they are. The big one already hid under my new piece of driftwood. And they definitely kind of blend in with the light gravel, which wasn't a really good choice on my part now looking at it. They sort of become semi-invisible, but they might also color up a tiny bit once they kind of adjust. Speaking of adjusting, there I am adjusting the camera once more. But these guys are really cute, and I think that they will be very happy in their new tank where they'll have a lot more space than the 5-gallon quarantine tank. They definitely have more surface area. They have space to hide and explore. And then also, can you tell I have a snail apocalypse in this tank? There's snails everywhere, trumpet snails. I would like to in the future probably get a pufferfish. So part of that is, you know, getting a good supply of snails going. So yeah, these guys right away, as you can see, are really curious. They're starting to munch on the grass. Not the grass, glass. They're munching on the glass. I can't words once more. And they seem to be kind of curious and excited to explore their tank. Let's take a closer look at these little guys. That one's swimming past. There is some algae in this tank, so they'll have something to eat, but I will also be supplementing them with other foods. I really think these guys, the longfin varieties, are the more majestic of the pleco types, and of course my Malaysian trumpet snails all kind of hoarding some food that I dropped earlier. But I like how kind of pink their little tummies or insides are. They're really cute, and I kind of am theorizing that the big one might be a male. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that these guys we'll have enough food for now. I don't have any breeding caves, so what? Gosh, so loud. It's so loud here. Chicago life. Hashtag loud forever. Even my neighbor's parrot is like squawking, and I can hear it, and I kind of wonder if you guys can hear the squawking in my video. One day I will kind of do what Matt Pat on Game Theory does and just go in a closet. Just hide in a closet and just film my fish, my voiceovers. Oh, there's some algae. That glass right here is a little dirty. I hope they clean it up. We'll see how effective they are. I'm not really sure. But they're so cute. I can't get over how cute these guys are. Nom 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 nom. When researching which pleco to get, keep in mind that some plecos will eat your plants, so that is definitely something to consider. I looked these guys up and I found out that they're very gentle on plants. They're not very aggressive towards other fish as well, so that is why I thought that would be a good fit for my community tanks. I was hoping to possibly in the future maybe turn this into a Endler / pleco / shrimp tank. I don't know. Where did you go, pleco? Where did you go? Come back. Ah, there you are. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Ideally, if I can do whatever I want, I would get a 40 gallon breeder tank. Where am I pointing? Oh, there's one back there too. I'm kind of sporadic with the filming over here, but I want to get a 40 gallon breeder tank. I think that would be a much better sized tank for possible future breeding, and then maybe I can have some shrimps and maybe some more endlers or something else. I just kind of like having these endlers up here, even though there's no females. I'm not really breeding these guys anymore. These are actually all the endlers that I've bred myself. It just kind of helps make the tank seem a little bit less empty, but at the same time I don't really want to overcrowd this tank because plecos are kind of messy eaters. Sometimes they do poop a lot, so when you do add plecos, do consider how much waste they produce. And I already have blurriness, that's what I have. I already have so fast with the camera. I already have a ton of snails, which are also producing a lot of waste. And they're having a little snail buffet in that corner over there. So that is definitely something I have to keep it in mind when considering how much filtration I have, how much water changes I need to do, and how many fish I can add into this tank. So I think for now this tank will be considered full, and I won't really be adding anything else anymore. So thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even though there was a lot of loud traffic and weird noises. and me panning the camera super fast, like this is Fast and Furious filming style, apparently. But I have been really holding back, you know, to kind of wait through this quarantine period to make sure that these plecos are healthy and fine before I show them to you. And they're finally here, and I'm really excited, and I think they're super adorable, so I hope that you enjoyed seeing my lovely plecos that are hiding in the driftwood. Can't even see my fish anymore. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and check out all my other pet care videos. And I will see you guys on Friday. Oh, now the pleco came out. Now you came out. No, still can't film. They're not cooperating.